Hi, I'm Dawn.
And I'm Steven, and together we're sailing our Leopard 48 catamaran and visiting as many places as we possibly can.
Our videos are not dramatized. They're just real sailing and cruising with a bit of humor thrown in. We offer our opinions of great places to visit, our favorite anchorages, and top things to do. And as good friends of ours say, fixing the boat in exotic places.
So we bought Pilar in 2018 and went sailing when we could get away from our corporate jobs. And in 2023 I retired and we were able to go full-time cruising aboard.
Our greatest reward for the endless hours we spend on these videos is your comments and your thumbs up. Thanks for watching. How would you like to buy a little out island near Grenada and Carriacou? Well, there's lots to choose from and we'll tell you all about them in this video. Saline Island was a drive-by for us. 64-acre islet, stunning white sand beaches, rocky outcrops, mangroves, shallow lagoon, and a sheltered bay that's about 6 foot deep for anchoring. But we wanted to move on to get to our primary destination of Ronde. White Island is a 10-acre islet that's also a marine park. Coral Lagoon, 3,000 feet of white sandy beaches, hence its name. We also did a drive-by on this, but might be worth a stop next time. Nearby are also Frigate Island and Large Island, all potential anchoring spots, but full currents, so we skipped those as well. Then there's Diamond Rock. The leeward side of the Diamond Rock Island is typically calm with softer currents for swimming, snorkeling, and diving. We have read that in the late 1820s it was used to isolate leprosy patients, more than likely abandoning them to die. Today it's a beautiful island for birders and nature lovers. This is Diamond Rock. Beautiful, and it is quite near to what they call Calivigny. And here comes a big ferry. Oh my gosh. The Osprey Shuttle, Voyager 27. Here comes the wake. Calivigny is an underwater volcano, and it has erupted in, I think it was 86, and they do monitor it frequently. Beautiful anchorage here at Ronde Island, and this is between Carriacou and Grenada. Really nice. Uninhabited. Cliffs with white sand beach, which is, you know, more California-like. We don't see cliffs with white sand beach much. As usual, we were the second ones here, and now 2 more boats are coming in. Usually this is how it happens, and then the anchorage fills up. Ronde Island is a 200-acre island with amazing diverse landscape, hills, valleys, bays, even a swim-through cavern with stalactites and quartz crystals. This is where we chose to anchor for a couple nights. Crystal clear water, about 100-foot visibility when we were in it. Dramatic vertical walls with drop-offs, coral canyons, the famous sister islands, and the submerged volcano, Calivigny, is only minutes away. The favorite anchorage is the northeast corner, and there's also a small trail that leads from the main anchorage on the northeast side over to the windward side of the island beach. Ronde Island was recently listed for sale at $100 million, but I think that was only parts of Ronde Island. It's a bit unclear. Nearby Ronde is also Caille Island, 157-acre island. Water and electricity already in place for you. There are 4 uninhabited houses there and a road network. Offered for $20 million. we did not stop there either. Near Ronde are the sister rocks. They are the result of volcanic eruptions of an underwater volcano. A fantastic dive site, but be wary of currents and go with a tour group. The next leg of our journey had us sailing over an underwater volcano. It had last erupted a couple of weeks before we sailed the area. When I say erupted, I mean gas spewing. It was not a major eruption. But this did make me extremely nervous after reading about all the dangers on the Calivigny website. In summary, submarine volcanoes like this release large quantities of gas bubbles into the water, even in quiet times between full eruptions. This can lower the density of the seawater above the vent. Very dangerous to shipping because boats entering a zone of lowered water density will lose buoyancy and may sink. Luckily, we did not experience any of this while traversing the area. All of these islands have excellent scuba diving, and there's an article on Scuba Diver magazine that I will link for you. You see on this chart, Calivigny submerged volcano. It's about, I think, 250 feet under the surface, and it does sometimes spew up gases and what you would call an eruption. There's no active alert right now on it. However, the first couple weeks of February, it was pretty active. So boats go across this area all the time. It says entry prohibited. So I think we're going to make our decision when we get a little closer and see what we want to do about that. We interrupt our island tours for a little education. The anchor pulling process is not always that easy. So this is an example of a problem we had with the anchor chain getting kind of coiled up in the anchor locker, and we had to stop and redistribute the anchor chain, and all of this is fine if you're not in a hurry, but if you got to pull the anchor in a storm, it can be a little daunting. We also had little trouble with the bridle connector getting very difficult to remove from the chain, and so this can take up to 10 minutes or so, which is kind of an interesting process, and all in a day's life on a boat. Here we're giving direction to the captain who's at the helm, basically telling him that the anchor chain is straightforward. Use our arms to signal where the chain is so that he can adjust the boat accordingly. And you want to eliminate as much tension as you can on the chain so that you are not stressing out the anchor windlass, which would eventually lead to failure. Anchor windlass failures lead to having to manually pull the anchor, not with your hands on the chain, but with a manual winch handle, which we've not had to do yet, and I hope we never will, but it could happen. The other thing that we have going on right now is our anchor rollers are worn out, and so it's creating a lot more stress on the anchor as we pull it up, and we're gonna replace those as soon as we get back home and get the new parts that we need to do so. So it's an interesting process and could go very quickly, could not go very quickly at all. Just kind of depends on what's going on. How long you've been anchored makes a difference as well. If you've moved a lot, if the boat has moved a lot from currents, then it makes it a little bit harder to pull it because you never really know where the anchor is in relation to the boat, and you want to make sure that you don't have any chain wrap going on around the anchor or anything else down there. We always try to anchor in sandy areas, but you just never know when there's going to be a random rock. Anchor up! In the pocket. We are leaving Ronde Island, trying to take advantage of some wind before it dies down tomorrow. It's supposed to die down quite a bit. And that is Caille Island over there, or Caille, Caille. They call this London Bridge. Interesting little hole in the rock, little window to the other side. On the northeastern shore of Grenada lies several different islands and rock formations that are worthy of a look. Sugarloaf Island is a small privately owned island that includes Lavera National Park and beach. Folklore suggests that it is actually an ancient Egyptian pyramid due to its four-sided pyramid shape, but no physical evidence has yet been found to support this. And it might be a marketing ploy, as it is often used for weddings, yoga retreats, and has a small cottage on its shore. Green Island is an uninhabited 25-acre lush tropical island with a small sandy beach. Price upon request, some of my research revealed, may be about $6 million. And then there's Sandy Island, 20 acres, uninhabited. Price listed was $9 million. So you have quite a bit to choose from. One beautiful little island after another. Grenada's eastern coast is very beautiful, and even the coast itself, which is not very populated on the eastern side, is extremely breathtaking to view as we sailed by. So we continued down the coast with great weather and great wind until we reached our final destination for some engine repair work. Clark's Court in Grenada actually had a certified Yanmar technician there, and we've been having some trouble with smoking coming out of the engine, so we decided to head down there. It was on our route anyway, so we had our engines looked at there. We were very surprised to find Calivigny Island, where all-inclusive nightly rates for reserving the island start at $132,000 nightly, plus applicable taxes. During the festive season from mid-December through January 6th, rates are only available upon request, so I'm thinking they're about 4 times that amount. Beautiful to behold at night, and we did feel pretty safe anchoring there. We also enjoyed spending time in Le Fer Bleu, which had an excellent dock marina, restaurant, tropical cottages, live music on a light ship, a pool, gourmet meat and wine shop, a cafe, clothing store, and laundry facilities. Definitely a good stop if you are looking for a safe place to stay while you get your boat worked on in Clark's Court. Unfortunately, the engine repair did not have the expected result. They checked everything on it, compression, testing, I don't know what all, but everything they could, and couldn't find anything wrong. True Blue Bay, right next to the medical college in Grenada, and everybody left us. There's 4 other boats here today, and everybody left. Got a little rolly, so I don't think they wanted to stick around, but it's calmed right down. Calmed right back down. Now we get the whole place to ourselves. We have just left Grenada and we are heading back north. So it's definitely time for a message in a bottle.
Let's see the side of that. Yeah, what does it say? Message in the bottle in there?
Yeah, right there.
Oh, yeah.
Got it?
Yep.
It's spelled wrong, but
Oh.
we're probably gonna need to redo that. But okay. Goodbye, Grenada. Good riddance. All right. Here's to Kathy and Ralph.
Sailing along here with 20 to 24 knots of wind. And we're going into it, 45-degree apparent wind. Still making a good 7 to 8 knots, so it's okay. And Carriacou, right? Destination?
Destination Carriacou, unless we get there at 11 a.m. and we want to keep. No, we can't keep going because we got to check out.
Well, you won't be there at 11 a.m. because it's 10:30.
Oh, okay. Well, all I'm saying is if you want to keep going, you got to check out first.
Roger that.
And guess what? This message in a bottle was found and traveled farther than any bottle found so far. We dropped it around March 8 while leaving Grenada, and it was found by Natalie M., who is 11 years old, June 18th in Puerto Morelos, Mexico, on the Yucatan Peninsula. This bottle traveled approximately 1,529 miles in 100 days at a rate of 15 miles per day. That is cooking. Congrats to Natalie, and thanks for letting us know that you found it. Thanks for watching, and we hope you have one of your private islands picked out. Make sure you subscribe to our channel to get notified of our next video, and don't forget Facebook and Instagram for more regular updates.